How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today, we're going to talk about not getting slapped as a millionaire. Now you might ask, why would anyone get slapped out of the blue just because you're a millionaire? This, of course, has to do with the opposite sex in dating. I can think of two particular surefire ways to get slapped. One is to say something very degrading to the other person, or two, if you happen to violate their personal space. This includes getting a little bit too close or kissing someone without their permission. Today, I'm going to talk about what you should do to not get slapped in these particular instances. This video is brought to you by Weibo. You can help out this channel just for signing up and depositing any amount, and you'll get 5 free shares of stock just for doing so. 1 free share valued between $300 and $300 just for opening up an account. 4 additional free shares valued between $8 and $2,000 just for depositing any amount, even a penny. This deal lasts until the end of this year, after which I am not sure how they will change the promotion. Check out my referral link down in the video description below. Why should you listen to me for dating advice? What makes me such an authority in this particular subject? After all, I am 41 years old. I am unmarried. I do have a girlfriend right now though. Last time I said I was single, not in terms of in a relationship single, but really in terms of the IRS single. When I file taxes, I'm single. But I do have a master's in debate. Enough of my qualifications. Here is a graph of chances of getting slapped versus the number of drinks the girl drinks. For a very polite type of girl that is sort of reserved and is not going to slap you no matter how many drinks they have, they're just not going to do slapping. It's just not within their vocabulary. Some girls would just like to slap around even with one single drink, and other girls would be a little bit nutty. They would slap even without drinking anything, and even when they do drink, they just keep on slapping. How do I know this? Here is a funny story from my college times where I had like a little mini party with whole bunch of other people, and there was this one particular girl who I wasn't interested in or anything, but it was just like a very friendly friend who is a girl. She tends to be the more aggressive type, but after one single drink, man, she's just like, oh, you do want to slap, and just, you know, just slapping all over the place. So this is more of a kidding type of slap. It wasn't in aggression or in response to some kind of insult. But seriously, I've avoided getting slapped all this time because I don't overstep any boundaries. And the surefire way to not get slapped, if you are kind of afraid of this, is that when you're on your date and you're trying to do something, you should just go slowly. Maybe you're nervous, you never held hands or anything. Higher possibility of getting slapped is, let's say at the end of the date, you have no idea how the whole date went, and then you just go in for a kiss. You just kind of go like that. And let's say you aim correctly, she wasn't paying attention, and you just like went and smooched her on the lips. This might come as a shock, and I would peg this as maybe like a 50% chance that you might get slapped because, you know, you didn't give her any kind of warning sign. I'm gonna use this iBat for a lack of better dummy figure to demonstrate this on. But if you're on a date, let's say this is the girl, right? Maybe you want to touch the shoulder first. You might want to touch the hip after that in this order. And then maybe you want to hold the hand. The hand tends to be a little bit more personal than, you know, you're just walking along and you are touching the hip. And then of course at the very end, then you touch the lips with your lips. Well, I feel a little bit strange demonstrating on this ice bat because in particular, in my mind, ice bat is like around 3-year-old. So it's like a child, boy, baby. It's always been male, and also T-Rex has always been male. So, you know, just ignore this. This is just a dummy for now. It's a little weird for me. So when you're on a date and you walk around, you get to know the girl, and maybe at some point you feel a little bit closer, then yeah, maybe you should put your hand on her shoulder. This is kind of like a body language type of thing where you can get a little bit of response, get a little bit of feedback on how well the date is going. If you rest your hand on her shoulder and she doesn't like suddenly, you know, go, ah, oh my gosh, it just might be a little bit too soon. Maybe you finish having dinner first, get to know the person a little bit better. You try again later. You put your hands on her shoulder and then see if she reacts. It's like a kind of progressing type of step where she's more and more comfortable with you. If there's no retraction, possibly later on when you're walking around, you can put your hand on the hip over here. It's slightly more intimate than putting on the shoulder. Of course, sometimes if you're on a first date, you don't want to prematurely touch the other person. You want to just sort of get to know each other a little bit at least, right? You don't go, hey, my name is blah, 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 and then you just met, you just talked 1 or 2 sentences, and then you walk her, and then you know, just touch her shoulder, touch her hip and stuff. This might be okay for some, but it might be also a little bit dangerous. If you do things a little bit too premature, you can actually derail the whole date, because if they're not ready for any kind of touching, it's just gonna set off all kinds of things for the entirety of the rest of the date. So you really should probably go slower rather than faster, as slow as you can, just based on your reading of the cues. Now, touching shoulder and touching hip, I do not think is actually an absolute prerequisite for holding the hands. Sometimes maybe you never touch the shoulder or the hip, and you've had the majority of the date, and then maybe you're walking towards ice cream or something. Then, you know, you're walking side by side. Maybe you want to go for the hand. The hand is less intimate. The girl has an ability to pull away the hand pretty easily. If you grab hold of the hand and then she just kind of like, you know, pull it out, then you would know that, oh, okay, she's not even ready for hand holding. Of course, she's not gonna be ready for kissing. Now, on the other hand, if you hold on to the hand and she does nothing, this is a good sign. Maybe she's just a little bit too nervous, so you just keep on holding the hand. Something even better, let's say if you are at a movie theater and you hold on to the hand, and then there goes some like hand fondling, right? Like, you know, hand fondling. Like if there's lots of hand falling, that means a kiss is imminent, right? It's basically asking to be kissed, right? If there's her fondling your hand back. I definitely think without any prior touching, you definitely want to go for the hands first before kissing. You don't like go zero touching and all of a sudden jump in for the kiss. When you do kiss, right, even if there is like hand fondling or like not pulling away their hand when you're holding onto the hand, let's say you're at a spot for kissing. Maybe you're in a car, maybe you walked her back to the house or something, and you're in front of the door and you're about to lean in for the kiss. You don't want to like bolt at it, all right? You don't want to go like that, like this type of speed. I'm gonna put this way because I don't want to kiss ice bat, right? You want to kind of do it like 1 inch per second type of speed. So when you're ready to do the kissing, right, you want to go at roughly 1 inch per second. Like this, I'll demonstrate. Like that. Like that. Right? Not too slow. You know what too slow is? You're like this. It might come out as kind of creepy, right? You're like, right? So you want to go like this. You know, don't make like like kind of grin, right? You gotta like have like a serious face, not smiling, less emotional looking type of face. So kind of like this, you know, no emotion, and then you just kind of lean in. If you're leaning in at that speed, this gives them some warning. She's gonna be like, oh gosh, this guy is leaning in for a kiss. So if she happens to not want something like that, right, then she's just going to be like, whoa, 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 you know, get back. If there is no movement at all, then of course you just keep on going in and go for the smooch. If her eyes closes, this is like hand fondling, but 1 step higher, right? Because you're at the lips now. Then it's kind of like saying, oh yeah, come, kiss me, you know, do some Frenching or something. If she closes her eyes, you know what's up. And this is kind of like saying, we should go somewhere together. But this is all the time we have for now. I don't know what kind of kids are watching this video over here. I'll end it there. Let me know if you guys want to know more. Leave a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.